Buongiorno a tutti e bentornati sul mio canale. Nell'episodio di oggi, come avrete notato, abbiamo uno sfondo diverso perché non siamo a casa mia ma siamo in un meraviglioso parco. Tra l'altro non sono nemmeno sola, sono qua con una mia amica con la quale parleremo di una cosa di cui non abbiamo mai parlato fino adesso. Fino adesso ci siamo chiesti com'è per un italiano vivere all'estero, però non ci siamo mai chiesti com'è per gli stranieri, ad esempio, vivere in Italia. Non preoccupatevi che parliamo inglese perché al solito trovate i sottotitoli qua sotto, per cui passo ore a scriverveli e andate a guardarveli. So, would you like to tell something about yourself, like who you are, where you come from?
I was born in Saudi Arabia and raised in Pakistan. And when I was 19, I came here to Trento.
So, how many years is it now?
Now it's almost 8 years.
Wow, 8 years. Why did you get here to Trento?
My husband was looking for the job related to his studies.
Mm-hmm.
So he's an engineer and he found accordingly to that.
You've been living though in your country for how many years before coming here?
I lived in Saudi Arabia 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And 11 years in Pakistan, Karachi.
Mm-hmm.
And not from the village of Pakistan.
Inside your own country, are there differences between
villagers they always wear the traditional clothes, and the Karachi girls they don't wear the traditional clothes always. They prefer to wear it on weddings and when we have our religion festival.
Mm-hmm.
But usually when we go to university we prefer to wear jeans, tops, skirts, long skirts.
So you didn't find such a big difference between the way you were dressed there and the way you're dressing here?
Yeah, we can wear long skirts, but we can't wear short skirts.
Uh-huh.
But we can't show skin,
Mm-hmm.
legs. But yeah, we can wear sleeveless
Clothes.
pants,
Mm-hmm.
long skirts, like this.
And do you do it here?
Yeah, I do. I'm more open here because there is nobody looking at me and telling me that now you have to do this. So with my husband, he's open-minded. So with him, I'm comfortable. Here, I don't get a chance to wear my traditional clothes. My daughter, she always wants to wear traditional clothes because when she sees my
She likes it.
pictures, like my wedding picture, she always wants to wear those. But here I don't get chance because I don't have Pakistani friends much.
Mm-hmm.
Because and here life is very busy. I'm always busy working in home.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
What do you do here?
I had a daughter when I came here. I was just growing her up and I gave my all time to her. And then when she was almost 6, I had another boy. And now he's like almost 3 years old, and he has started his kindergarten. And now I have time to look forward. Nowadays I teach English because Italian women they want to learn English.
Mm-hmm.
And when they see me, oh, you can speak English as well, they ask me to teach them. But
You think it's hard here to find a good teacher?
yeah, it's hard here. People they take an advantage, they just tell parents that we do speak English, and parents they are Italians, and they
don't know
agree.
if they're good.
Yeah,
Are they- or
they don't
not?
know to judge them that are they a good teacher or not. Are they able to speak well with the right accent?
Mm-hmm. So you came here. Do you find differences except for the clothing part, like in the culture and the society?
Like the thing is that people they think that when they look at me they think that are you English? So I tell them no, I'm not English. Like I have to tell them where I was born and where I am from. So and then but when they think that I'm English they are very very frankly. But when I tell them so about I'm from Pakistan, so they are more cautious while talking to me. But it's right because
Do you think they don't like people from Pakistan?
even I don't have much friends from Pakistan, but I can tell that everybody is good. You can find bad and good people everywhere. So
Yeah, I do agree.
yeah, I can tell that all the people from Pakistan are not so good. Yeah, there are nice people also.
Okay, but mostly you think that they're not so friendly. What's wrong with them? So why
I
why
don't
do
know.
you,
I'm more foreign inside. I don't know. I'm
Okay.
more so.
it's just a feeling. You can't tell it's that
I'm
makes
more
that
open.
person.
I'm more open.
So they're
When
like
I go to their
close-minded?
home, they are close-minded, and if women they want to live the way they want to, so but they have to listen to their husbands.
Okay.
So I can't
That's a
say.
part you don't like. The way the women are treated.
Actually, it's an education fact. It depends on the families.
Okay.
I know what's wrong. Nobody told me.
Okay.
Yeah, that what's wrong and what's
Is it
right.
the same for everyone else?
Yeah,
Or is
same
it
for
like you?
everyone. No,
So you're
within my
basically
family,
free?
I can tell you about my family.
Okay.
I can tell you about other families because some families are very narrow-minded.
Okay, you're different and
Yeah,
minded.
and people they do think that in Pakistan there are arranged marriages. It is not like this.
How is it?
I got a proposal. Like my husband was my neighbor, but he was not there. His mother used to come to my house. I was young. I was 16,
16,
17.
oh.
Sorry, I was 17,
I knew
and
it.
I was looking forward to have a boyfriend, and I couldn't find because I was fat.
Oh.
I was 68 kilos, and boys used to like me, but they never liked me that way because I was fat and I didn't have that girly look.
Okay.
I was more kiddish. I had a baby face and baby fat.
Like a
So-
tomboy.
Yeah, not tomboy, but I used to eat a lot.
Okay.
And
Chubby.
More than chubby.
More than
so,
chubby.
So more than now.
Like
now I
me.
have 2 kids.
Like I am.
No, you're skinny. so
Joking.
so like I was looking forward to people. Like I wanted to have a boyfriend because my all friends they had a boyfriend and they were engaged also.
Oh.
And
Then remind me, I have to ask you a question about this.
okay, so my mother-in-law used to come to my house oftenly, and she was a good friend of my mother. She found me nice, and like my husband didn't have any girlfriend.
I had one.
He
who's
would be
perfect
having.
for him.
Who would be having, but he at that time he didn't have, and he asked his mother that I want to marry
Someone.
someone who is chubby
Oh.
and cute.
Cute.
So not he didn't want, he didn't tell that I need a doctor, I need an engineer or a working woman because he was already studying in Germany. He was completing his engineering master's IT. So like my mother-in-law asked me that I have a son. He's quite handsome, and then she showed me his picture. I liked the picture, and
It's nice, so you said, okay.
I give my email address to his brother. He was there, and my husband added me on Messenger. We started talking, and then I fell in love with him. I found him nice. My parents they gave me time for 3 months, and my husband liked me a lot. And then he came from Germany just to marry me.
Oh.
So it's not like this. Like people they get.
Didn't you meet before you got married?
No, I gave time to him. I met him when he came to Pakistan.
Ah, okay,
I spent
so-
time with him, and then I got
You
married to
decided
him.
to get
I
married.
decided.
Are there people who decide not to get married?
Yeah. I know a lot of aunties, a lot of old women who are not married. They don't have kids. Nothing.
Because they decided,
I always wanted to.
because
get
they
married.
decided to, or because they were forced to.
No. They decided. Nobody can force there. In
Any choice.
villages, I think I have not been to village, but I have heard, and I think it is like this. I
What's
don't
the
think-
difference between what you did in your country as traditions and what you can do here? Because I'm just guessing, but I
In
think you
traditions,
don't
like-
have the different place. You have different
like when I
places
was
to-
in Pakistan, I used to we had get together with my cousins, with my uncles, aunties, and when we have a big festival, we buy new clothes,
So
traditional clothes.
do you have something like Christmas?
We do respect Christmas, yeah, but I really love to wear the red cap, and I do wish Merry Christmas to my friends, Italian friends, but in Karachi there are a lot of Christian people, they do celebrate Christmas. But
What do you celebrate?
I celebrate Eid. Like we have two kind of festival every year. First, Ramadan. Like we have to fast for 30 days. And at the 31st day, I can tell. Sometimes it's 29 days, sometimes 30 days. But after...
Where's it different? Where does it change every
Somebody
year?
tells that. I don't know. I'm not... I have
Someone
not
decides,
studied.
okay, this year it's 29
like
days.
you have a pop.
Yeah, Pope.
So we have also someone like that.
Okay.
Who tells that when we have
So
a festival.
church chief.
Something like a mosque. It's a mosque. You have church.
Yeah.
We have mosque.
Okay.
But here we don't have mosque. We have a room and people go there. They
Can you
offer
follow
prayer.
your tradition here? So do
I
you go to a mosque here? Are
I
there
don't.
mosques?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
But could you if you want to?
My husband goes,
Okay.
and but he only go there. He goes there and he offers prayers, and then he comes back. And but I don't go
Do
to mosque.
you pray at home?
I used to, but now no, because I'm
Why?
saying
What
truth.
happened?
I'm telling you the truth because I'm not a liar, and I don't want to lie.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not a liar. Yeah, so I could say that I do prayer, but no.
Watch out! Now everyone knows.
No, I'm not offering prayer nowadays. It's truth because I don't have a maid at home, and to offer prayers in our relation, we have to cover our head. We have to
Why
wear
is that?
because we respect
Okay.
our God, and in front of Him we have to go with clean clothes, and we have to cover.
Did you know that you used to? My grandmother and her grandmother used to cover their heads before going to church.
Okay, so it's like same with us also, and we have to cover head and we can pray. I used to do this, but after my son, or I don't know, I'm more spending time at home because I like to. I was bringing him up, and I spend my most of the time in kitchen with him. I didn't have time to cover my head, to wear covered clothes nicely.
Things.
Because when I start offering prayer, my son starts to cry. So, but
And to
I'm
do
looking
what you
forward
need
to
to.
offer prayers.
And just looking at the birds which are flying all around, I was kind of scared. It's not about you, I'm just checking those pigeons. So let's talk instead about the city. Have you been to Trento?
Trento, yeah.
So do you know the city? If I ask you to go somewhere,
Actually,
can you go
I like when I came here, my husband, he didn't have a license, so I used to travel by bus with him. But I always used to follow him, and he used to tell me the 5 number bus, 13 number bus will go there and will drop you there. But I never tried to go alone, and to Rome. But now I have found you. You will take me and tell me.
Private guide.
Well, I know you since
Touring
5
guide,
years,
yeah.
5, 6
I think
years.
so, yeah.
More than that. But now I have time to go alone with you.
Around. So
yeah.
I'm the one teaching you.
Yeah.
And how about shops? Which
Shopping.
kind of shop? Yeah. Where
I
do you like
always
to
go to OVS because it's not very expensive, and I go there, I can find stuff for my daughter, for my son, for myself, and the quality is also good, not so bad.
No, I think so
Because
too.
I keep buying stuff every season. I buy things, so I don't have to stay with one thing. If I buy anything,
I love this brand that was from OVS, which was Baby Angel.
Yeah,
Have you heard of it?
no.
It was all nice clothes, frills, and the kind of things I like. But then the designer died, and they're not producing them anymore.
Oh.
It was my favorite brand.
Oh, okay.
How about food? Can you find your food you used to here?
Here, I can't find any Pakistani restaurant that cooks well, and
Are there?
no,
Some which
there is
are not
one
cooking so well.
Pakistani and 2 Indian. But I am a great cook, I tell you. So I don't
So
need to
anyone
go.
who goes, who does things worse than you, it's not worth spending money on.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it like this?
Yeah, yeah. I usually cook at home.
Can you find all the ingredients?
Yeah,
when
everything.
you-
I go to Pakistani store if I.
Are there? Where?
Yeah, in Trento.
Do you have to go?
In Gardolo also.
Okay.
We do have a Pakistani shop, and we have.
How are the products? Because one of my problem when I was in Germany was that the products tasted completely different, in a different way. So, do they taste the same?
the same because they bring from Pakistan
Okay.
almost every day.
And what? Well, blah, blah, blah.
That are spices, you know,
I cannot.
because we do eat spices,
Yeah.
spicy food, and I eat spicy food. So my kids,
So
they
the kind
don't
of
like
things that are imported are like spices.
Yeah,
and
spices,
That's
mostly
it. Only
spices and pulses, lentils,
Okay.
lenticchie
Okay,
in
okay.
Italian. So I can find Pakistani pulses there.
Okay. How about Italian? Did you learn Italian?
I have learned a lot, but with a very bad grammar, because I have not given much time sitting with books like this. As I told you, I have spent time with my kids. I was bringing them up. So
Is it hard to interact with people?
no, I know because I live in Povo, and I know so many people in Povo, and I'm not short of friends now. Before I was when I came here, but like when my daughter started school, I found a lot of people.
Did you go
At the park.
to them, or they came to you? Asking?
We meet at the park oftenly, but a lot of people, they would like to come to my house. They wanna have dinner and sometimes lunch. They call me and tell me that, oh, I'm bringing pizza. You prepare something Pakistani for me, and then
And we eat all
I eat
together.
pizza and they eat my Pakistani food.
Oh, that's nice. And what about the language? Was it hard to interact? Not speaking so well.
Italian?
Yeah, I can say. I can do
But
it.
I found this the best thing about here, that people, they do, like when I tell them that I don't speak much Italian, they don't make fun of mine when I speak wrong Italian, and when I speak English, so they want to learn something. They say that, okay, we can teach you Italian and you tell us English.
Which is your first language?
Urdu. But you know, the Punjabi is also Pakistani. Villagers, they do speak Punjabi, but the Urdu is very easy, so they do understand Urdu and they speak. But villagers, they speak Punjabi, but I'm Urdu speaking, so I speak Urdu.
Always these birds, which are scaring me behind me. Can you say something in your language?
In my language, okay, it's like Mera naam Heeba hai.
What did you say?
Io mi chiamo Heeba. My name is Heeba. Now I'm looking forward to learn Italian.
Okay. So, what you're gonna do to learn it? Watch my videos.
Watch your videos, definitely, and yeah,
And that's it.
and that's it.
You're not going to learn a great
I
Italian by
can
watching my
join you.
video.
I
No,
can
no.
join you.
Yeah, that's a good idea, but we're speaking English.
If they like me, then I can
Okay.
join you.
Okay, oh,
Yeah.
you can join my channel.
Of course.
But then you'll have to speak Italian, because this time
No,
you're speaking English.
I
No,
can be with
next
you with
time-
English.
No, next time you'll be speaking Italian.
Oh God.
Oh, how about the upbringing? I can't speak English
What?
anymore.
What?
How about the upbringing? Your kids, they're growing up in an Italian society,
Yeah.
and there are some differences, right?
No, my daughter is like Italian kids. There are no differences.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So she's
Like
growing
for
up in
me,
an
it's
Italian
not
society.
because I tell you, other Pakistani people, they don't, what I have seen, because when it's summer, all the girls, they do wear short, and
Short
this
shorts.
year she has started learning basket, and next year she wants to go for swimming, so I'm ready for that. As I told you in the beginning, like I belong to the open-minded family, so it's not like this, you can't wear this, because I myself, I do wear
Would you feel comfortable wearing such a thing, like really short shorts?
Yeah, I too, because I told you that I'm not a liar. I don't like to wear very sexy clothes, you know, very short shorts. Capris are fine with me. When I go to lakes, I don't wear a swimsuit. I wear shorts and a tank top and sleeveless shirts like this. I don't wear bikini, and my daughter, she wears.
Do you think it's a cultural thing? Because you grew up in a society which isn't normal to wear such a thing. Because I wouldn't have problems wearing a bikini. So I was wondering if it's
people,
something...
they don't look at me. Yeah, they don't. Italian people, they don't look at me. But yeah, if any other Pakistani people, they look at me, if they don't know that I am Italian or English, so they will not look at me. But if they will get to know that yes, I'm originally from like Pakistan, so or I'm Muslim, so they will keep staring at me and pointing at
So
me,
it's mostly
and they can make pictures of mine. So I don't want to
So
do that.
it's mostly for the reactions you get.
Yeah, otherwise I'm not.
I think that was it.
Yeah, that's it.
So
Say bye.
would you like to greet them? Say
Bye.
goodbye. Questo era quanto, ci sentiamo la prossima settimana con un altro video.